bucket list. I searched all around my house and could not find a bucket, so I did what I could. What is the DCP bucket list, you ask? Well, it's a thing that Disney College Program kids all seem to do, so I figured, since we're doing this whole vlogging thing, why not do one as well? Going to Disney a lot, I do a lot of these things, but there's certain things that I have not done, and we never really stay at the hotels just because we take day trips, so a lot of the things on here are all about the hotels, which I'm really excited about. But let's get started. My first thing is you get traditions ears when you do your traditions, then you get grad ears when you graduate. And I've seen a lot of people go get them embroidered in one of the stores with like their name or their date on it. So I thought that was really cute. It's a good way to hold on to the memory, and you get your exact dates on there, so you'll have them forever. Okay, and then the next thing is the kitchen sink. If you don't know what the kitchen sink challenge is, you can go look that up because there's plenty of people who have YouTubed it before, so I think one of my roommates mentioned that she wanted to do that, so that'll probably be a vlog in itself. Basically, it is a crap ton of ice cream. If you are lactose intolerant, that is probably not the challenge for you. I've heard there's also a whole can of whipped cream, and it's about like 20,000 calories, so yay! Love me some calories. Because you can't go to Disney without doing some character dining experiences, and since I love me some characters, another place I'd love to go is the Crystal Palace in Magic Kingdom. They serve brunch and I believe breakfast, and they typically have Pooh Bear and Piglet and Tigger and Eeyore, and I love meeting them, so I'd love to meet them while I'm also enjoying some coffee and Mickey waffles. Belle's my girl, so I love Beast's Castle. I've been to lunch and breakfast at Be Our Guest, but I've never done dinner, and it always looks spectacular. I've never tried the gray stuff. I've been told it's delicious, but gotta try that kind of stuff for yourself. 1900 Park Fair. I have done dinner there before, and it's super fun. I love the stepsisters. If I were tall enough, I would love to be friends with Drizella or Anastasia. That's just a dream of mine, but since that dream can't come true, I'll just go eat with them. And they have the Happily Ever After dinner, which is the one I've done before, and we're also doing that the first night we get there before check-in as like roomie bonding, so that should be fun. I can check that one off. And they also offer breakfast at 1900 Park Fair, which is with like Mary Poppins and Alice and the Mad Hatter. I've never met the Mad Hatter before, so I'd love to go eat there. All right, since we're on the subject of the Grand Floridian, I would love to spend that $500 to stay there for the night. I know that's not feasible, however, I've been told there are some really good discounts for cast members, and I'm really looking forward to that. So, spend the night at the Grand Floridian. I'll split the cost with anybody who wants to stay with me. On top of staying there, they have tea time at the Grand Floridian, and anything fancy with tea where I can wear a dress, I will be there. Stayed at the boardwalk before. Would love to go there again. I want to try to get like some kind of discount if I can. And if you haven't been to the boardwalk, definitely go. It's a little bit quieter than downtown Disney or Disney Springs, whatever you want to call it now, which I kind of prefer, and it's not as crowded, and I love me some boardwalks, and the boardwalk hotel just feels like 1920s. They have like Gatsby music playing, and I love me some Gatsby. On top of all this fancy stuff, Dapper Day. I have dreamed of going to Dapper Day. I have done musical theater for so long, so dressing up is like my favorite thing to do, especially when I can go to a theme park and be super dressed up. anything like that just makes me so excited. And I have a dress that I used in a show once that is waiting to come out, and the crinoline is coming with me, and they're all packed, and I'm really excited for that. All right, so I'm not really a firework person. However, I've heard that they're beautiful from the Polynesian beach, and the Polynesian is also not my favorite, just because I'm like, that's not my thing. However, I am willing to go experience what everybody raves about. Magic Kingdom has a sriracha chicken waffle that I've had my eye on for the past couple years. I always seem to get to Magic Kingdom too late, and the little stand turns into a funnel cake place, and I'm like, I'm not a big funnel cake person, but I really like sriracha and coleslaw and anything with a waffle. So that's a dream of mine to get. I would also like to close the Magic Kingdom one night. I've seen so many people just take pictures where Main Street is completely empty. There's a thing called the Goodnight Kiss where the characters say goodnight to you, and I've never gotten to experience that before because we've always left around like 9 to drive all the way back home. So that'll be nice living in the same area so I can just drive like 2 minutes down the road. Pixie dust. Anybody who goes to Magic Kingdom, I tell them go to the Castle Couture store and go get pixie dusted, because you can't help but feel good once you get like sparkles like all over you. And you just feel the Disney magic. And hate on me if you think it's just glitter. It's pixie dust, and it does have some form of magic to it. Like, I can't go to Magic Kingdom without getting pixie dusted. 3 other items on my DCP bucket list are the Halloween party, because I've never gotten to experience that before, and I think that would be a fun time. The Christmas party. It's Christmas. Who doesn't love holidays in the parks, especially with all the decorations? And then I would also like to drink around the world. I have very specific places that I'd like to check out. I'm going for my birthday, and I am quite looking forward to that day. I love me some Disney, however, spending all my time at Disney is not something that I'm going to be doing while I am on this Disney College program. As I mentioned before in my introduction video, I am a cleared volunteer for Give Kids the World, so I'm going to be spending as much time there as I possibly can. I would love to work in their little spa that they have for kids. I'd love to work in their castle. Just basically do anything they need me to do. So that's a non-DCP bucket list thing. I always drive by Celebration. I've heard it's really, really cute, and a lot of people recommend going just to see it, and they have a lot of restaurants and fun coffee places to go to. I have a friend that lives in Daytona, and she does movie nights with her friends, so I'd love to go visit her more often since she's only an hour down the road and it's such an easy drive. And her boyfriend created a thing called a Dixie Wizard, so I'd love to go have a Harry Potter marathon with them and try this Dixie Wizard. And cuddle with her cats. Maddie, if you're watching this, I'm very excited to go see your kitties again. Basically, I want to explore downtown Orlando. I've seen they have an aquarium. Basically find like little hidden coffee shops in an urban area. I've seen somebody else's vlog where they did that same thing. I would like to visit IKEA often. For those of you who have an IKEA in your town, you don't realize how fortunate you are, because I love me some Swedish meatballs, and the fact that we don't have any near us kind of hurts my heart a little bit. So it's a silly thing, but I told my mom I'm very excited that I have IKEA at my disposal. Now, there's one more Disney thing that really isn't feasible, but if I could do it, if I could travel during DCP, I would love to go to Disneyland again. I went for the first time this past summer and absolutely fell in love with it. It's smaller. I know a lot of people say Disney World's better because it's bigger, but like, Disneyland, you're so cute, and it was in California, so you can't really go wrong if you're in California. And then there's like this little teeny tiny park that's filled with Disney magic. And I mean, I love the fact that Disney World has updated their like magic bands and their ticket systems. However, I like old school things, and I love the fact that I can still get a paper fast pass for Space Mountain. And so if it's feasible, I will totally try to get into Disneyland. I hope you enjoyed my DCP bucket list. I'm sure you've heard a lot of people talk about them, and maybe I had some things on there that you didn't think about and that you would like to go try out. If not, then you do your own thing. This is just mine. So that's that for today.